All right, everyone. Welcome again to Mass Debate. How we doing, guys?
Pumped.
Pretty good, man.
Excellent.
Pretty good,
You seem like you're brimming over. You guys got any big plans for the upcoming holiday?
The 420.
The 420 hitting on Sunday.
Now, are you, because of knowing you're referring to Hitler's birthday.
Well,
Oh, no. Holy shit.
Is that what
that's
you're
true.
talking
You
about?
would say that. Yeah, dude, no,
no,
we're not
man.
celebrating
I'm talking
his
about the
birthday.
day where you roll up a bunch of joints,
Oh.
you eat a bunch of candy and sweets, and you just kind of
Melt into the couch.
smoke enough that you can forget that it was Hitler's birthday.
There you go.
Or
Okay.
get in that right set of mind to do your taxes.
I'm ready to go. I'm stocked up, and I'm ready to smoke her down.
Well, you'd only be doing your taxes if you got an extension, because those are due today, bub.
Ooh.
So after the show, extend your shit if you haven't finished it.
There you go. That's a good
Extend
piece
your
of advice.
shit, Jed.
Extend your shit and then smoke one on the 420. And to answer your question, no, motherfucker, I'm an adult. I'm not doing anything for 420. What the hell?
Yeah, we are in our mid-40s.
I know, dude. Can't be doing zonk tournaments anymore. That'd be fun, though.
It has been a while since we've done a zonk tournament.
I know, that'd be a lot of fun. Look it up, people. Look it up.
That's right.
Zonk's a little nugget for you.
Make it your own and have a good time.
That's right.
Anyways, guys, it is time to get hard.
Oh! This guy. It's like human Viagra.
Indeed.
That voice.
So, as always in Mass Debate, our Mass Debaters will be debating a topic that they have no foreknowledge of at all. This week's category for our Mass Debate is social etiquette.
Social etiquette. Okay.
All right.
Now, Craig, before we started this evening, we established, Craig, you are going to be picking either time or topic.
I'm going to go topic.
He's going topic. That means, Kirk, you get to pick time. You going first or last, sir?
I'm going to go last.
All right, Kirk's going last. Topic clue is do it or don't.
Do it or don't? That's not a fucking clue.
Sure it is.
I
Every
guess I'll
time.
go do it.
Every time he hates it. So you're doing it, do it.
I guess.
You're
I mean,
doing
who
it.
the fuck does that?
You're doing it and you're going first.
Yep.
Look at you doing it first.
I'll do it first, buddy.
All right, Kirk. You are arguing that it is socially acceptable, or should be, to fart loudly in public.
Okay.
Starting, go.
All right, so here's the thing, everybody out there. You know, our society is way too into shaming everyone for doing things the certain way. That, we gotta, I gotta go to church, or, it's important that you drive in the right lane, and, all this stuff. And one of those things is farting. I mean, we all have flatulence. It's natural part of life, Kirk. It's fucking natural. I don't know why we have to shame ourselves and, not feel open to being able to do that, at least in certain situations. That's the important thing. We should all feel comfortable in our own bodies. And you know what else? We should all care about our health. And holding that shit in is unhealthy. You gotta let it out, people. You gotta let it out. I get it. Sometimes you don't want to do it in front of others, then walk into the bathroom or something. No big deal. Just get a little and you're good. Just like that. A-okay. Not a problem in sight. And people that, get all bent out of shape like that, I will call them Karens. Let's call them Karens. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that term. But the Karens of the world are going to get all upset and bent out of shape because you have a natural reaction with your body. And it allows you to enjoy foods that, you may not enjoy because you're worried about that. What do you think of that, Kirk? Suck it.
And that's time, sir. And Kirk, your time starts now.
I'm not surprised to hear this from a narcissist like Craig, that the world should just fucking bow to his, impulse. Listen, you know what? The one thing I'll say, you're right. It is a human, natural expression of the body. But here's the problem. It's coming from your ass. It's a smell. The smell is the first thing that hits you. So that's air that came from another person's asshole. It has to pass through the sphincter, past all their fucking shit that they'd missed, and now it's in the air, and you're breathing it into your fucking nose. You think that's acceptable? You think that's okay to just unleash on a room of people, or in a small elevator, maybe even? To just whatever. anything goes, because the world, it's just a general expression, and the world owes me fucking one, is the way Kraig and Charlin likes to see it, is that the world is his, and he can just fucking fart it up and fucking light people's up. You know what, bud? No, have some human fucking decency. And I'm not saying hold it in. If it's uncomfortable, you know what? You make the call. But if you're gonna create a whole situation that puts other people in a situation where they have to breathe in your ass air, then you're fucked. You're a fucking bad human being. That's all I got to say, and I guess we'll get deeper into it.
All right. Oh, 2 seconds left.
Deeper, huh? Hey.
All right. Well, guys, that was our opening statements. Next is going to be balls to the walls, question and answer. Once I get this fucking thing set. All right. So, Kraig, you went first. This means you, sir, are going to be the first for questions, Kirk. And your time starts now.
So, tell me, Kraig. I mean, is there, like, when you were on a first date, you think that's a good time to just let her rip?
I didn't say you should do it all the time, but you should be able to do it in certain occasions for sure. Like, it shouldn't be a big deal. And honestly, yeah, in a way, yeah, if you can fart in front of the person that you love, that's what it's really all about, man. That should be a good barometer to see whether or not they are the one, is whether or not you feel comfortable farting in front of them. That is actually a test for a lot of relationships out there.
Is that how barometers work?
Yeah.
Because that's not a fucking thing. And people can look that up right now. They can pause the podcast, go and look it up.
Parameters.
And I'll tell you, okay, let me ask you this. Have you ever farted on a first date to make an impression on this person because you just wanted to see how much they love you? Has it ever worked out for you?
No, but I was farted on the first date.
Really?
By my ex-wife, yes.
So
I won't name names, but
you accepted a fart on a first date.
Yeah.
Well, at least I know that you put your mouth where your money is.
There's more to that. I mean, shit.
Exactly. So, I mean, what about, on an elevator? I brought that up earlier. Do you think it's okay to trap somebody in a contained box with your smell, your stink?
I think if there's an asshole in there, yes. No pun intended. If there's a fucking piece of shit in there, say if, the person you hate the most, this guy robbed your mother and raped your baby, then yeah, I'd fart on that dude and walk right out and feel good about it. It can be used in a positive way for yourself. It could be used to fucking impact others in a negative way, and that could be good sometimes. Sometimes you need that. It's a weapon.
Well, let's assume it's not an asshole. Let's assume it's if Betty White had made it and she was still alive. It's Betty White and you in an elevator.
I think it would be fucking hilarious, and she would say something really funny, so yeah, I would do that.
Well, she'd be about 102 fucking years old, because I'm pretty sure it'd kill her. But if you're okay with that, if you're willing to roll the dice and take a chance.
Never heard of a fart killing someone, sir. That is ridiculous.
That's because no asshole has decided to try it out where they lock a 102-year-old woman, a beloved fucking TV icon, in a box and try to shit her to death. And that's you, buddy.
Is that a question?
Yeah,
no, that's a fucking promise. That's a statement.
Hey, this is not closing
this is balls
argument,
to the
sir.
walls, questions and answers.
And I just gave you the answer. This guy's a piece of shit.
Whoa. This is uncalled for personal attacks.
All right, your time has expired. Restart. Kraig, your time starts now.
So you referred to me as a narcissist, is this correct?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So I got a question for you, bro.
Okay.
Why are you so fucking obsessed with me and my flatulence? That's what I want to know. Where's this obsession coming from? Why do you need to know where I'm farting and why? Huh?
The obsession
why
is...
can't you just... Why you got a body shame? Why can't you just let me fart where I need to fart, bro?
Goddamn, can I get a fucking answer in here? Listen, I don't care at all about that shit. What I care about is your arrogance that you run around and you fucking push it on everybody. It's like your fucking religion and your goddamn politics. The two things you never shut the fuck up about. And now you can add fucking farting to that list. Who gives a fuck what anybody else has to say? My asshole has something to say, so it's just gonna say it.
Okay. All right, so let me ask you something. Have you ever farted in front of another person?
Have I ever farted in front of another person? I have.
And did you feel shame from that?
I did, because it was in the middle of a fight, and I got punched up against a locker, and then when I hit the locker, I farted, and then fell to the ground. Not only did I get my ass beat, but I almost shit myself.
So it seems to me, and you can answer this question, that you've had a trauma related to your farting, and you have a bit of PTS fart. What is that all about, bro?
I just told you I got my ass knocked into a locker and
So
fucking people laughed. And I farted. I felt it come out and I said, what was more embarrassing there? When I hit the ground, I said, what was more embarrassing? Me hitting the locker or the fart that came out when I got hit into it? So yeah, it was traumatizing, but that has nothing to do with the fact that I think that you should not be such an asshole that you go around just farting nilly-willy.
Now, let me ask you this. Can you forgive young Kirk for doing something completely natural that he should not feel ashamed about?
Yeah, I never
Can you forgive yourself for that, brother?
I never
You need
held
to
any
forgive
animosity
yourself.
towards me, but what I did is I forgave the bully that knocked me into the locker.
Well, that's a totally different topic. We're talking about farting here, bro.
Yeah. Well, you asked, and I never felt any
I didn't
shame.
ask about the bully, sir.
This was
I
a
asked
situation
about
where I
the
couldn't
fart.
I couldn't keep the fart in. I couldn't use my own fucking judgment. Had I been able to, I promise you I would not have farted.
Did people laugh when you farted?
They did, but I still don't know
brought
if they
them
heard the
enjoyment?
fart. I hit the locker so loud, who knows if they even heard the fart.
So
if they
so
did,
the fart
bonus.
is absolutely irrelevant is what I'm hearing. Are you telling me nobody heard the fart and you're whining about farting? You just made my
I don't
point.
see how
You
one has
farted
anything
in
to do with
public.
the other.
You farted in public, nobody even knew. Nobody even cared.
That's true, but here's what I will
It
say.
sounds like it's all in your head. Is it all in your head, Kirk?
I've been with my girlfriend for 16 years.
How do you live with yourself?
She's heard me fart
How do you
3
live
times.
with yourself, sir? Sounds
Tom.
horrible and shameful. I apologize that you have to put yourself through that.
Don't,
and not
because
fart
you
in
know
front of
what?
your
All right,
spouse.
that's your time. That's your time. You're goosing the egg here. All right. Now we're going to do closing argument.
Never heard that term before.
Goosing the egg?
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Closing argument starts now.
Listen, man. Farting is a completely natural thing that we all do. And even Kirk's own story about how traumatic farting was, nobody even heard him. Nobody cared because they know it's natural. And if you're going to get slammed into the locker like the bitch that you are, then a little toot might come out every now and then. A little one of those. It might even have been a little fresh, huh? A little wet. Maybe, and that's okay. You don't want to do the wet ones, but if they happen, then it's okay too. It happens to all of us. We all shart a little sometimes. We all do a little bit of a wet one, and we all have dry ones, and they're often funny. And one of the best times to fart in public is when you're lighting them on fire. And that's what I highly recommend, is if you ever want to get together with your buddies and have a good time. Light some farts. Just don't wear flannel. That's not a good idea. No flannel pajamas.
No spandex either. I know horror stories. All right, interesting arguments. Kirk, your 1 minute starts now.
Listen, I don't see how anybody can just go around thinking that dropping fucking bombs in public is the right thing to do, because it's fucking disgusting and it's inconsiderate. And yeah, knowing this guy, I'm not even fucking surprised that this is his take on this shit. That he can just walk around and do this shit and not have to answer to anybody. Well, you're going to answer to me now, bud. Okay? This is the real fucking deal. And I'm going to tell it to you like it is. That's fucked up. And I'm going to tell you this, too. If we're ever in a situation and you try to prove a point and fart with me and you accidentally shit yourself, that's the line. That's the line in the fucking sand. If I'm in an elevator with you and you decide to take it upon yourself that I'm going to fart and you shit your pants accidentally, I will fuck you up. And I'm not trying to be crass or violent, but I'll fuck you up.
It's completely natural, sir.
Time.
It's completely natural.
Okay, well, that was a very heated debate, gentlemen. I can see I touched a nerve with this one. You guys were really passionate about your flatulent position here. All right, well, tonight's spurt of brilliance I'm giving to Kirk because he really focused on your asshole as the way that he was going to win his argument, and I think it carried him. I really do. I think it was a masterful turn of phrase.
I can't deny
Strong
that
opinion.
he has obsession with my asshole. It's kind of disturbing. It's a
It's
little
not
creepy.
your butthole. I'm obsessed
I
with.
mean,
It's
why?
Your fucking dickheadedness and your willingness to flaunt your asshole in public. That's the problem.
Just leave my brown eye alone, bro. The pink pucker wants nothing to do with you, big guy.
The brown-eyed girl has spoken.
Well, folks, tell us, what do you guys think? Who came out on top on this session of masturbating? Was it Kraig or was it Kirk? Tell us in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And until next time, keep stroking your arguments.